Howdy fixers. So welcome to my channel. This is Fixer Good, and this is what I do. I work on cars. So today I usually don't do stuff like this where I go halfway through a job and like, oh yeah, I'm gonna record, because I want to show everybody step-by-step process. But on this 98 Honda Civic, we are going after the EGR passage because we have a code for insufficient flow or the insufficient rise of the EGR valve itself. So what that is caused by, as you can see, that's the EGR passage. It's plugged. Down here, there's a hole that goes through, and that's where it comes out. And what I had originally done, I had taken my throttle plate off, which is 4 bolts, takes that off. There's the 2 studs and 2 bolts, and I reached inside and I went around and I felt right here. And as you can see, I could feel that. I was like, oh man, that's plugged up, because this is all plugged up here, and the EGR comes up and it plugs up. So what EGR is exhaust gas recirculation, and your exhaust gas has moisture in it and other things. So that's the grossness that gets piled up there and gets piled up there. So what you can do is you can scrape this stuff out. Sometimes it's really hardened, and you got, well, this is pretty hardened stuff. So I'm gonna have to pull that with a chisel or something like that. Let me see if I can just take a pair of pliers here. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty hard to break up stuff. But get that. But once you get it all cleared out, then you can go ahead and you put it back together. The things you do not want to do is you don't want to, this is opened up to the engine basically. Those holes there go down to your intake. These on here, little baby holes, those go to your engine as well. So what they do is also their EGR passages that get plugged up also, I'm assuming, because this is where it comes in and it helps get EGR gas into the cylinders where it needs to be. So you don't want to drop anything. So if you want, you can cover these holes up with a rag. And once you put a rag there, nothing should fall down in the hole, right? So once you get that, then we can start cleaning. You don't want to spray a whole bunch of carb spray or anything like that. You just kind of want to chisel at it and get some stuff out. You can use a little bit, but you don't want to do a whole bunch, because you can load up the cylinder and actually hydrolock your engine, and that would be a bad thing. If you hydrolock your engine, you can bend a valve, bend a rod. You don't want to do that. So I'm going to kind of clean this a little bit, just show you a little bit of it, and here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pick at this a little bit here. As you can see, it's just stuck on there, and it's almost like a consistency of like tar. That's basically what it is. Man, that's a big chunk. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's really hard stuff. You can't really, you can crumble it, you can see, but it's really brittle. Not brittle, I mean it's hard stuff, and you gotta just break it up. So you don't want to use carbs a whole bunch, because carbs spray actually make this worse. When it's kind of dry like this, it comes apart nice and easy. So you can just sit there and work at it like this. Get your chunks out. If you spray it with carb spray or brake cleaner, then it makes it a lot harder to get all this stuff to come. Because right now I can just grind it up and be a powder. And the same will be on my intake, or my EGR runner that comes from the EGR valve passage and goes to my intake. So, and I'm going to clean all this up too with some carb spray too. But so let's go on to the other part. So I'm just kind of bending my clothes hanger. There we go. And she's coming through. Yep. See her? There she is. And there's some bigger chunks coming out here. So let's see, there's some bigger chunks right there. I'll try to pick that up with like a Q-tip. The Q-tip, the cotton will actually pick that stuff right up. So I got my Q-tip here, and I put some bearing grease on there, and then I'm just gonna go down, and we are gonna do this together here. Let's see if I can get it better. See the black, and it's out. See, it's the end of my Q-tip. And the reason why you're getting all the little pieces out, you can, because it's hardened carbon. So if this gets sucked into your engine, and your piston compresses it on top of a valve, or it gets stuck in between a valve and the cylinder head itself, you could bend a valve because it's hardened carbon. So it'd be like putting a rock in your engine. So you just want to be careful, and then every little piece that you see, just pull it out. Okay. Alright, so the main thing of this whole process is that you want to get the carbon out of your passageway. And if you're using the clothes hanger like I was using, you work it back and forth. And so what I did is I blew air from this way to this way, and I just covered the hole that goes into the exhaust because I wanted to get blown back up into the valve after we're done and make a bigger mess. But anyways, so I blew it out, and you just want to make sure not to blow it too hard. I blew it just hard enough that all this came out right in my hand, and I just want to show it to you guys. This is not the hardened stuff, but it's the more of the gooey. So you can see it's tar. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep blowing a little bit more air there, and I'm going to clean it up, maybe with a wire brush or maybe just a little bit of carb spray, and then just let it soak for a little bit and then come back to it later. So you can see the passages look pretty clean. The passage from the exhaust looks pretty dirty, but that's okay because it's blowing. I started it up and had exhaust come out there pretty well. I just want to make sure the passage from the EGR to the plenum is okay. Okay, fixers. So after an hour of enjoying the high from all the carb spray, so everything is clean. I didn't use carb spray per se on this. You just like get a rag wet, and then you just kind of rub it back and forth. And what I did is I took Q-tips. I have these long Q-tips like this, and I put them in the holes, just boop, just like that, so I don't knock anything down into the hole. And then once I'm all set, I have a air-operated vacuum, which will suck it out, so there's no vapors getting sucked into an electric vacuum that could cause a fire. So I got this all cleaned up, and the same goes with my top half, which looks really nice also. And as you can see, I use carb spray and solvents to get this cleaned out, and I got this all cleaned out and got all my gasket material off this. Now I just have to get gasket material off that, and I'll put it back together. So that's how you do the EGR passages on your 98 Honda Civic with vtec. And then that's like the second generation of that, because anywhere from behind 98, it's a different style. It has like a plate below the injectors and stuff like that. This is a little bit different. Hopefully this was helpful and help you save some money. If you have any questions or anything like that, just comment down below. And just appreciate you watching my video. Yeah, just really appreciate you guys watching the video. Everybody that's already subscribed, really appreciate it. But if you need any help or anything like that with this job, any other job, feel free to ask any in my comments and any videos, and I'm more than willing to answer them for you. So I think that's it. Yeah, so sorry about the video being kind of weird, because I usually don't like making videos like that, but it felt like it was helpful information, so I kind of wanted to get it done for you. So thanks for watching.